All right. Another game in the books. You got to reward the players that went out and did their thing. We're going to do that in 15 seconds. I'm so glad people can't see what goes on behind the scenes. HerbnRodg Podcast coming at you as we do every week. Game balls following.
Yes.
Win or lose, we do them. But hey, always sweeter in a win, isn't it, Rodg?
Right. Yes. Agreed. Good game from Bama yesterday, beating Vanderbilt 30-14. But to Herb's point, we have to go ahead and attribute these game balls to the players we felt made the most significant impact in the game yesterday.
Yes, sir. So let's get it started. Pull up my stats, Rodg. You know where I'm starting, right?
Yeah.
I'm always an offensive guy. Usually it's a wide receiver we've been giving out to, but got to show some love to Jam Miller. 22 carries. Because Jam don't shake like that. Okay. Jam Miller, 22 carries. The top, there's a lot of people happy too if you took Bama in this game and he got that touchdown for you.
Yes.
We're not gonna say anything about that. But despite that, 136 yards rushing, just a physical presence in there. I think this is the second week in a row. Maybe I've given him a game ball. He ran tough against Georgia. Didn't have as much success, but this week, they found lanes. They opened up more. And when we decided in the fourth quarter we were going to salt this game away, Jam Miller was the guy. So
he was the guy.
Game ball.
No, I agree. 1,000%. And, last week he came back at the 15, 16 carries for 46 yards against Georgia. Again, to your point, they're not like 50 to 100 yards, but he had some really, really tough yards last week against Georgia. And then this week, yesterday against Alabama, he just opened it up. It is good to see that kind of being able to see that the light at the end of the tunnel with Jam Miller, being able to know that, okay, our run game hasn't been there the first couple of games of the season, but now it's slowly creeping in and then going to Missouri next week. And we know that we're going to have a dominant run game. And again, I think they're going to continue to mix it up with Jam Miller and Kevin Riley and just go on down the line. But it's good to know that Jam's there. Good to see what he did yesterday. And to your point, he kind of closed it out at the end when I didn't think we were going to score again, but I was okay with it.
There are certain people that were happy about it, certain things
people,
that we don't know about.
Yes.
And not to be overlooked is with his good physical running, catches the ball well out of the backfield as well, and great on picking up pass protection too as well, picking up blitzers. So all around, Jam, happy to have you back. Rodg, what's number 2?
Game ball number 2 goes to my man Justin Jefferson, who's having a really, really good season so far. One of the things that we noticed yesterday was Kane Womack making the defensive adjustments in the second half. Obviously, we allowed the 14 points in the first half. Vanderbilt went absolutely scoreless in the second half. Running game wasn't as present as it was in the first half, neither was the passing game. But Justin Jefferson was one of those guys who kind of attributed to that Alabama defense making an impact. 14 total tackles, 9 solo, had 1 tackle for loss. He was just all over the field, and 1 sack. Sorry, I forgot about the 1 sack, but he was just all over the field, making a huge impact for our defense yesterday. So kudos to you, Justin Jefferson. You get game ball number 2.
There you go. I like it, Rodg.
Yeah.
So game ball number 3.
Yeah.
Has to go to my boy Keon Sabb.
Yes.
Keon Sabb. That is went live right before the game, and they were like, "Oh, what do you guys think stats wise?" And they were like, "Interceptions." Like Bray Hart. I said, "Keon Sabb's getting one today."
Yeah.
So and Rodg saw in the group there, he was like, "What? Yeah, Herb was right." Which he never liked seeing, by the way.
I wasn't on the live, so when they were texting in the group chat, I was like, "Right about what?" Like, I kind of missed this, but then they clarified that. So Herb was right. Herb was right about that. Yes. Yeah, Keon Sabb had the huge interception towards the end of the game, which kind of closed it for us, and it's good to see him back there. I think he kind of flies under the radar sometimes because you don't see him doing too much, but he does do it. When you look at the stats, he is there. And sometimes when people don't have 2 or 3 interceptions throughout a year, they're like, "Oh, what happened to Keon Sabb?" He's been there. He's been present all season. He definitely showed up yesterday. So kudos to you, Keon Sabb.
Yeah, Keon Sabb, great game. Also had a pass deflection in there. Like I said, sometimes the stats don't show everything, but it's people who kind of look at the all 22 and see how active he is. I could have sworn he had a sack, so maybe it was just a tackle for loss with somebody else he did, because it's not the official stats.
It's not pulling up, but I thought he did too. So
yeah, but Keon Sabb, great game. The interception, super timely. And we've mentioned both these players back to back. Justin Jefferson, like Rodg said, had a great game. But forcing that fumble the time he did was probably the play of the game. So great job, Jefferson. And then Keon Sabb following it the next time they had any sort of hope because they're driving to take the lead. Keon Sabb gets that interception, shuts that down. So Keon Sabb, one of my personal favorites. So game ball number 2 for me, 3 overall. Rodg, who's the 4th and final game ball?
For the final game ball goes to our man Ryan Williams. Prior to the game, I had already told Herb that I said I'm really, really high on Ryan Williams. This Saturday, I think he's going to have a huge game, a real impactful game. He ended up leading all receivers yesterday with 6 receptions, 98 yards, and a touchdown. Got our first touchdown to kind of give us a lead in the game, or to tie it up or give us a lead. I honestly forgot. I think Vanderbilt had already scored. I think to tie it up, 7-7. But no, we know he had a few drops. He's had a few drops throughout the season. He had one drop yesterday. And afterwards, you saw Ty with his leadership go up to him and kind of get in his ear a little bit. But I want to say Ty was also telling him, like, don't worry about it. Shake it off. We're good. We got the lead. We're good. But other than that, Ryan Williams looked spectacular yesterday. Had some huge catches, still taking some hits after the contact. Kudos to you, Ryan Williams. You get the 4th game ball, and we cannot wait to see what you do next week.
Yes, sir. Yep. He was one of our keys, too, when we did stuff before the game, have a good impact on the game and have a breakout game. And you saw it like tracking the ball late on one of those deep balls down the right sideline, tracking it in the air. He does that as good as anyone. The touchdown, like I said, Rasha tied up at 7-all. That came on a good little scramble drill, and he was just working to get open for his quarterback, which, by the way, great job by Ty staying alive and getting it to him as well. But and then, look, did have the one drop, and I feel like Ty addressed it, and so we'll see how that is going forward. But for the rest of this, man, Ryan Williams had a good game.
Yes,
our honorary game ball, because we usually do the players.
Yes.
But can we show Kane Womack a little bit of
We
love?
have to.
Everyone was ready to fire this man in the first quarter, including us. Like I said some stuff, oh my God, this is so frustrating. But in its last 2 games, both SEC games, he's getting up 7 points in the second half. Vanderbilt basically shut down, 9 rushing yards in the whole second half?
The whole half, yeah.
And he has made adjustments.
And they were they were rushing the ball game out, so it's kind of weird that they only had 9 rushing yards. But sorry to interrupt you. Kudos to Kane Womack for that, for making those adjustments. Yeah.
Let's show that man some love. Everyone wants to fire him when it goes bad and they get a big play, but it's time when it's good. So that's it. Rodg, final thoughts on the game?
Good game, good revenge game. It was a game where we needed to show, we wanted to see as Alabama fans if our team can make these defensive adjustments and kind of limit their running capabilities. We showed that in the second half, so it's good to see that. Overall, it's good to see Alabama trending in the right direction right now on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. This is what I characterize as our offense did not play great for most of this game.
Yeah.
And we still came out with a victory because of defensive adjustments. So I think there's still better ahead for this team. Very happy to get this win. Happy for the game balls. But, man, this was a true team effort. There's a lot of different guys we just picked some of the highlights. But happy to see it. Look, if we're wrong, leave it down in the comments. Let us know what you think. HerbnRodg Podcast. We'll catch up with you guys later. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Missouri.
Oh, yeah.